Hello, everybody, and welcome. Oh my god, look! My stream actually has people moving and it's not choppy. Oh. Sorry. Wow, it's magic. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to have you all here for our second episode of Thirsty Sword Lesbians Deep Space Revolution, as put on by the beautiful, lovely Tenzin. This is the second episode. The first episode, oh, hello, the Goth Gamer. Thank you so much for the follow. Happy to have you. So we are just, we're gonna dive right on in. We've already taken enough of your time with the intro. So, Tenzin, please.
My Twitter Struggle Days, and I'm excited to play with these lovely, talented folks. We're playing Thirsty Sword Lesbians, my own mini 3-session campaign called Deep Space Revolution. I'm so excited for everyone to see what's going to happen in the second session. If you missed the first session, Amber will share the link to the YouTube. I believe it's already on the Space Chamber YouTube channel, so if you know, you know. If you don't, we will let you know as well, because we care. I want to pass this on now to Mark.
Hey everyone, my name is Mark J, and tonight I'm going to play the ensemble. It's two characters. Requiem, the reciprocant, kind of a symbiotic type goo, and Jabby, the receptionist. Records clerk / human. Doing the description down too? Sorry.
Please, yes, we would like to know.
Requiem is a black goo, kind of like ink from Batman Beyond, and Jabby looks very human-y. Dark brown skin, short black hair, really simply dressed, probably a green shirt, green sweater, and like Spanx. But they're pretty basic.
All right, let's pass this on to Kim.
Hello, my name is Kim Grimoire, playing as Starshine, a robot with cotton candy pink irises and yellow pink ombre hair tied into little space buns, pearlescent, almost holographic skin, and dressed in dazzling, reflective, frilly clothes.
Beautiful. And how can we find you? Did you mention that already?
I am Kim Grimoire on all socials.
Beautiful. And last but not least, and last but not yeast, we have Amber. I'm just kidding.
I can't remember the last time I had a yeast infection, so thanks.
I said, but not yeast.
Oh, I was like...
I want this to be my thing that I say with everybody, so unfortunately it's going to continue.
It's okay, no worries.
Okay, that's the thing.
Yeah, it's my thing now.
Hi everybody, I'm Amber, also known as the Space Chamber. Anywhere there's internet, this is my channel. Amazing, hooray. My pronouns are they, them. I am a TTRPG writer, editor, podcaster, streamer, and that's all I'm going to do, because we're going to do the full outro later. But we are... Chelsea, hello. Hi. I am playing Alain. Alain is a dream mirror, and they're pretty much the person that, like, they reflect or are puppeted by those around them, rather. They are actually a wooden, like, almost like a marionette doll come to life, if you really want to think of it. They are, like, full-sized humanoid, made of like pure, I think I said like mahogany wood last time, so I think I'm gonna keep going. They're like, their whole body itself are made of like pure mahogany wood, and they including like their hair that's like sculpted wood. The clothes that they wear are actually kind of like, there's really no rhyme or reason to kind of how they're dressed, actually, because they're just really taking clothes that they found from the Lost and Found box from the Void Legion, where they recently escaped. But personality-wise, they're very, a little awkward, definitely awkward, and hesitant to buck against the norm. So really excited to see what happens after the events of last episode. Oh, Chelsea says this is their first time watching people play this game. Oh, that's so sweet. I hope we don't fuck it up for you.
Well, they won't, but I might. So hope you enjoy that.
Damn, nah, you good.
No,
You're gonna
no,
crush
kidding.
it.
I'm kidding. I'm
Yeah.
amazing. I'm brilliant.
You are.
I mean, look at these shades. I mean, only brilliant people wear them
Truly.
at night.
That's true.
Yeah,
You can't see the red flags though.
exactly. Everything is red. I thought I'd wear this because of, the character that I'm gonna get into. It's just
Love it. Oh lord,
exactly.
Can
Yeah,
you see
yeah.
this?
I can't. What is that? Is that white?
it's toxic. It's just pure toxicity in the air.
It's pure.
Is that
You can't-
green?
You'll never see. You'll never know.
Is it purple? Okay.
I could be red. I could be yellow.
Yes.
So, yeah. So,
Let's
Tenzin,
do this.
if you want to recap us.
Yes, please. Let's begin. So get comfy in your seats, have your drinks near you, make sure all your notifications are off so you don't get distracted from the stream. No, I'm just kidding. It is a quiet, desolate darkness filled with inky void. This is part of the Andromeda galaxy that sustains no life. It's the perfect location for an entity of evil called the Void Legion. Throughout time and space, since the beginning of the battle between good and evil, hate and love, right and wrong, there have been two sides fighting for balance in their favor. One side calls themselves the Void Legion, and the other side, the Haven Collective. Last time, the Lost Rebels went on a mission to retrieve a highly treasured shield technology from planet Tixcar, where they met the Tixcarians during a celebration. Not all was fun and drinks, because Viria Hex, the problematic ex of Alain, Jabi, and Starshine respectively, tried to steal the orb. Through swords clashing and hurtful words exchanged between them, the Lost Rebels held their own and succeeded in retrieving the orb. Viria unfortunately escaped, and the crew is back to the Haven Collective, safe and sound, thanks to Doris, the AI ship who has become sentient. But before they left, the leader, not the leader, the second in command, Tixcarian, approached them and whispered to not trust anyone. We now are on Haven, the pink planet with white clouds, and with many different species and sentient life forms from across the galaxy who have joined together to fight in the cause to get rid of the Void Legion, to gain balance in their favor again. At the landing, they are going to meet Divik, the very leader, as loosely as Zay would like to say, is going to meet them. And as the crew steps out, Divik is there in another brand new suit, and the pink coif is still there, sparkly even. They're wearing like a flattering light blue suit. It also has sparkles everywhere, much like the shine of a gemstone. They're about 6'7", and a bit of a sturdy, slim figure, and they have a winning, bright smile, just perfectly sculpted for somehow. And Divik says to the party, did you get it? Welcome back. Are you all right? Do you need like something to drink, sustenance, but also did you get it?
Could go for a sparkling water if you have one.
Done.
Yeah, thank you.
I do not eat or drink, but we did acquire the thing.
This is amazing. Where is it? Is it inside?
I don't remember. Wait. I'm sorry. Did I have the thing before? But I thought I thought I gave it to somebody else for safer keeping.
I was sitting on the thing.
You were sitting on it. Why?
Well, I was going to sit on the thing.
Can we just call it the orb? The thing is starting to sound very vague, and now I'm not so sure you know what I'm looking for. The orb from the Tixkarian technology, the shield that will help us in our fight against the Legion.
Yes, I thought it was a code. The thing.
Well, we had to protect the code, but I heard already from one of the Tixkarians, they sent me a message that as a token of gratitude, we were given one of their shields. I mean, that is huge. That is gonna make such a dent in this fight.
I am very glad we could be of service. She pulls out. Well, actually, she might have been just holding it the entire time, huh? Just
This thing?
this thing.
Do you approve?
I beyond approve. I am genuinely so proud. If anything, I'm proud, and I am so glad that I put my trust in you. It could have gone terribly wrong, but you, for some reason, I thought, no, these folks, they're good people. I could sense that somehow.
Okay. Good. As long as you think of us as good people and that we are all functioning correctly as you need us to, then good. I'm glad you approve.
Funny thing, the word functioning. There's still something I do need to make sure of. If you don't mind handing this over first, and then I will, we'll go through the process of integrating you into our collective. It's great that you did this mission, and you succeeded. But I also need to make sure that, what's that word? It's like psychophysio, mentally.
Like a checkup.
Let's do a little checkup. Let's just make sure that everything is running, is functioning, as you said.
Mentally, we are fine. We need no assessment.
See, your tone with that just tells me maybe I might be in the right here.
We're fine.
Sure, yeah, you look fine.
Healthy and normal.
Yes, normal. But it's not so much just for your sake, but for the collective, right? We want to make sure who we bring in can communicate and thrive and cohabitate with the collective without any possible problems. Would you say that's fair?
Sounds like a lot of work, but okay. Sorry,
It won't
they're
be
done
long.
talking. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's just a normal assessment evaluation.
Checkup. Yeah, just a little checkup.
It's fine. We're gonna be fine.
Wonderful. Please follow me inside. I will guide you to your next appointment. And so Devik turns around. What you see as because the landing and the gateway, it's all very contained. Mm-hmm. So as you go through a long hallway, you come out. There's a few doors. Devik seems to know the codes, and it's. Did you hand over the orb yet or no?
Sure. I think
Okay, great.
Starshine would have just immediately handed it over.
Great. So Devik takes the orb and just as if it's precious material, just holds it with both hands as they're walking, as they are walking ahead of you. Does anybody have any questions while we're on our way to the doctor?
How invasive is this assessment going to be? How deep are you guys gonna get?
Oh, no, not invasive. And you won't have any, science fictional tubes going into your brains or anything silly like that. We don't do that. It's just, it's talk therapy, maybe some light telepathy. But yeah, there's going to be it's speech therapy, so.
We have many wormholes for many sci-fi tubes. Just saying.
Great, if that's what you're into. I'm sure other places have that option, but we try not to be very invasive.
No, we're not doing any holes. No wormholes and no sci-fi tubes and wormholes. Thank you.
Great. And so as you're all walking out, the first thing you notice is obviously the bright pink sky. The clouds are fluffy and white. The air is fresh and has a slight hint of like the sweet aroma. And to everybody's senses, it's a little different, but it is sweet. That's the one thing everybody else can agree on. But some people say, oh no, it smells like strawberry, and some say cherry, some say it's like cotton candy. We don't know. But yeah, it's refreshing. And you see, as you walk out into the bright pink-tinted light, there's architecture that seems to be just in strange shapes and forms. Like on one hand you might think, oh, like old Victorian style architecture, and then right beside it is like, what's this postmodern like cubism like structure, and then right beside it is like a minimalist plain gray building. So it's just what anybody wants, basically, in terms of there wasn't a real aesthetic plan to this. And the life forms walking around, you have cat folks, you have like lizard folks, you have half android and half like tentacle, like there's just so many variations of different beings out there. Even like something like a spider folk as well. Like there's all these different even some that you've never seen before, and maybe one Tixkarian, but yeah, maybe they're on a tour.
It's wild. There's so many people here. We didn't even see this type of diversity within the Void Legion. It's really nice.
It's yeah, definitely wild. I wonder how many people are single.
You could ask.
I mean, no, 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 not.
Why not?
Maybe not. Because it's weird and it's scary and yeah, weird and scary. That's good enough for now.
Well, I mean, sorry if this is weird, but after Vexalia, not Vexalia, Vera.
Viria.
God, my brain just goes to, I don't even watch Critical Role, and my brain got there.
Viria Hex.
After Viria, maybe everything doesn't have to be as scary.
After Viria, everything is scary. Everything's horrible. What if we get betrayed again? What if we get stabbed in the back again? What if someone's just using us again? I mean, yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm trying to be open to new experiences, but I don't know. Sorry.
That's fair.
Weird. I'm all over the place.
No, it's okay.
Davik, just a head turn around and says, oh, sorry, I overheard. What's this about, Fear and Vera? Who's this?
V? Yeah. All of us used to have a relationship with V at some point.
Oh, okay. And that's where, like, was that all at the same time? Like, or was it like what was? Am I? Okay, I'm prying. I'm so sorry. I'm prying. You don't have to answer that. I'm just nosy.
Do we know that? I don't know if we know if. Oh, I hope it wasn't at the same time.
I shouldn't have asked. I'm so sorry. Let's just get us to the appointment. That's what I should be doing. So sorry.
No.
Davik could just.
It's okay, as long as you don't think any less of us.
Oh, I couldn't. No, I would never. I could never. You're all lovely people, and I'm happy that you are here, and more the merrier against the Legion. So you finally make it to a building. It happened to be the very bland looking cement structure, about 6 feet tall, 6 stories. I'm not 6 foot. What am I saying? 6 stories tall. I forget. So you enter. There's a receptionist, but they just say hi to Devik, and Devik says, hi, Angel, and then they just go right straight to the elevator, go up a few floors, top floor, and you go to the last door. There are some chairs and like a seating waiting area, and in that waiting area you have some reading material. You have some there's a window to look out of. There's a little water feature, like a little like a fountain, like a little trickling water sound, and it's just supposed to, I guess, soothe people. And Devik says, well, I shall leave you in the good hands of Dr. Chandere. She will be out shortly. I believe it will be just a one-on-one. So while you wait, please feel free to look at some, reading material, or just if you need anything, let me know, or ring Angel at the reception downstairs. I'll see you after the appointments. I'm sure it'll take a few hours, but I will see you later, and then I will take you to your new home. How does that sound?
It sounds lovely. We enjoy your hospitality.
Thank you for your kindness.
You're welcome.
Thank you for taking us under your wing like this. It's really appreciated to feel appreciated.
Oh, I appreciate all of you. I appreciate you, Javi and Requiem. I've gotten to know you in this very short while, and I think you two are wonderful and fascinating beings. And Starshine, I've heard about you a long time ago. I am such a fan of your music. I hope you can do the same for the Haven Collective. We would love you for our star. And Alain, you are such a joy. You are a star in your own right, and I'm curious to see what you do next. So I bid you all adieu. See you soon. And Devik leaves.
I think there's the grind of wood on wood as Ellen bends at the waist, almost in a respectful bow, just instinctively, just huh.
Alain, are you okay? Do you always do that?
I mean,
bow when people leave?
Well, they said a very nice thing about me, and I want to make sure that I'm respecting them. I'll let them know it's appreciated and heard.
She lives from external validation. It's okay. It's okay that they do that. It's fine. Yeah, I'm glad you get the kind of respect and validation that you need.
Yeah. I mean, how else, if people don't express it, how else are we supposed to know?
I know that everybody loves me.
That's true, Starshine. I mean, you drop them hits. For real.
It's true. I'm amazing. And you're all amazing too.
For Starshine, still having Doris on the watch bracelet, you hear Doris sing. And how about me? Am I amazing?
Doris, you are very amazing.
And the light glows like a warm yellow.
Oh. I would die for this AI.
So would I.
And as you're having that moment, out comes from the office with the click-clacking of heels. You see in front of you a octopus folk. Dr. Chandere has a like a seaweed green tint at the moment, in terms of like their, there's like the octopus head, where the head is on the humanoid body, with the tentacles kind of like drooping down in a relaxed form, and two of them curl up together and clasp they just kind of like wrap around like a little, like a hand would clasp together in excitement and say like, oh, hello, I'm Dr. Chandere. Pleasure to meet you. I hope that we can get to know each other and see what makes you you. Who would like to go first?
Jabby steps up. I guess we can go first. It's fine.
Way to take the initiative. Yes. And the other two, can I get your names, please?
Hello, I am the hit pop star Starshine.
Okay, so you're Starshine. Yes, I have you in my list here, and you must be...
I'm Alain.
Okay, then that makes you Jabby.
That's me, and I am Requiem.
And Requiem, sorry. Yes.
Don't forget about me.
I won't. That was my mistake. It won't happen again.
Look how cute I am.
Very cute.
Very cute.
Thank you.
Indescribably cute. I can relate a little bit.
I like some descriptions, though, if you have some.
Some descriptions?
Compliment me, yes.
Oh!
Requiem, shut the fuck up. Let's just go. Please, can we just go? I don't know. We're together, but we're not. It's a thing. It's complicated. Sorry, can we just go?
I'm all for complication. Yes, let's go. And Dr. Chandere takes you inside. You go through the door. It's nothing like extravagant or like super like high tech or anything. It's a comfortable room, minimalist furniture. Light beige wall. There's not too much action going on. There's some like plant leaves, like veins, like going on along the edges of the ceiling. There's a small light on top, and there's a fish tank with little beta fish action over there. And there's a few seats, a table in the middle, a longer sofa, whatever. So Dr. Chandere sits down on one of the sofa seats and says, "Please have a seat. Let's get acquainted. So Jabby and Requiem. Diddy told me a little bit, but obviously we all don't know too much about you, considering that you're from the Void Legion, which I'm sure must have been such a hard experience for you. So I admire you for having that courage to leave. That must have been quite difficult."
Well, yeah, it was. But Ian didn't have a choice. I was kind of forced out. I was really just betrayed by our ex, V Hex, and it was either run away or be stuck in a prison forever.
Oh, wow, that sounds very difficult. Well, if you wouldn't mind, if I could have your consent, I have this ability where if I can come into contact with your neuropathic section, wherever that may come from, I can go into your memories and sort of vicariously, but also very like visually bring out a memory and explore that with you. if I could have your consent, that is. There are side effects. Sometimes people remember things that they don't want to remember. Sometimes they react very, very strongly that they may be exhausted for days. But it has never been anything permanent or life-threatening. It's just one of those things where it's a mental triathlon, one could say. If I have your permission, I would like to dig deeper.
Okay? It sounds like a lot, but I'm willing to try. We've been through so much already, so why not? Why not one more thing?
I promise to be careful.
Does it involve tentacles though?
Well, it just involves my appendage here to just come into contact with your receptor.
Oh, okay.
A light touch. It's not invasive at all.
Just wear a glove is all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yes, of course.
No tentacle sanitizer?
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Have that ready every time. I don't like spreading germs or getting them myself. And you see that as Dr. Chandler is lathering some sanitization on it's not one of the main tentacles that were used as like a bit of a hand. There's one that's off to the left side, like a thinner looking tentacle, still the same length, but it comes out, and as Dr. Chandler moves over beside you on the seat on the sofa, and raises that tentacle, she lightly puts it on your right temple. Does Requiem do anything in terms of like avoiding it or anything like that, or like or manifesting around it in any way?
That's a great question. I think Requiem would kind of go inside Jabby and just kind of be like chilling, just like sleep mode kind of while it's happening.
Okay, great, yeah. Okay, and as Dr. Chandler comes into contact, you see that like the seaweed green tint now becomes like a reddish pinkish, like a very bold color, just like pulsating in waves throughout their skin, and she says, "Okay, now close your eyes, and think back to. Please keep them closed. Think back to that time when you were in the Void Legion, and what is something that has left you with such strong attachment to that legion?" And I'm sorry, go on.
No, please.
Yeah, something that's a strong attachment, a day or a feeling or anything that caused you strong emotion, not even a bad one or good one, just something strong, and focus on that emotion.
This is not how V used tentacles on me at all.
Love it.
And so, what do you have something to add, Mark?
Yeah, I think Jabby would kind of initially relax, very calm, and then as the memory started to kind of form in their brain a little bit more clear, they would start to become like angry. Their pulse would increase, just start to like just heat up a little bit. But yeah, it I guess the strongest memory for me goes back to the first time I met V. And then like dream sequence situation happens.
Love it.
Yes.
And before we jump right into that, a little quick side to what Starshine and Alain are doing in the waiting room. What are the two of you doing while you're waiting?
Starshine is looking at magazines and like humming and just like having a great time. Trying to make new songs.
Cute.
Are you like actively writing songs based off what you see in the magazines?
Yes. Just singing lyrics of like exactly what's in the magazine.
Oh my gosh.
Incredible. I think Alain is I think they're like pacing, but like severely pacing. They haven't really been given like an exact instruction on what to do or how to be, so they're just like back and forth in this room until told to sit down or do something. It's just like, okay, how do I occupy my time? Okay, what are some I think it seems like Starshine is completely oblivious, which is so good and perfect. So I love this juxtaposition.
Great. Great. So we'll head back into the office and see how this session's going with therapy, telepathic therapy,
Telepathy? Telepathy?
Let's just call it
Which is the thing
teletherapy.
that is already?
Teletherapy.
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 Teletherapy. That's trademark. Okay, great. So as you're envisioning this powerful emotion, Jabi and Requiem maybe is just kind of taking a backseat. Is that right?
Yeah,
okay,
definitely.
Great. Okay, great. So we come into the it looks, well, it is the Legion. It's a Legion ship, one of the larger ones, and we have Jabi in like a semi-professional outfit, just like very like what is it, like a pencil skirt kind of situation? Would you say? Yeah.
Definitely.
Doing some paperwork, some filing, keeping keeping the books clean, or for the lack of term, just paperwork filing, let's call it that. Desk work, that's the one. We're doing desk work here. And what happens is it's a small space, one of quite a few, Jabi just being one of them in that cubicle, I guess you could say. Piles of paperwork are stacked up. You have your computer device in front of you. You have a little trash can beside you. Not a lot of personal aspects there. It seems like if at any point Jabi would quit, no one would notice, really. If the next person replaced and sat down, there was no like indication or personalization here. And you get, while Jabi is very, very engrossed in the monitor and typing away, at first you don't realize that someone is calling out to you, until you see a hand, a light purple tinted hand reach out, and nails are sharp and nicely filed and polished, and snaps a few times right in front of your face.
Oh, hello? Hi. Hello.
Hi, I was trying to call you for quite a while. You got really into that.
Yeah, I'm really busy. What the work I do is, I'm told it's very important. So I just like to focus on things and get to the end of my day as fast as I can, basically.
I see. And you find this work satisfactory? Does it make you happy?
No, it basically grinds my soul into a nub, where I cease to exist. But that's work for you. What are we gonna do? It's avoid Legion. We all just everyone's got their part to play, right?
I hear that. I definitely hear that.
Wait, who are you? What are you doing here?
Oh, Sorry. My name is Viria Hex, and she holds out a hand for a handshake. And you are?
I'm Jabby. It's like Abby with a J.
Oh, yes. I see you have your little name tag and everything.
Mhm.
Pleasure to meet you. I guess you can say I'm a bit of the muscle man. The muscle, not man, but yeah.
Yeah, at this point, Jabby would definitely look kind of a little bit closer at Viria. I was gonna say Viraya because I'm black. At Viria, and like kind of take them in for like the first time. Like what are they wearing right now? I know I've seen their hand. What are they wearing right now?
Oh yeah. So it's still the usual like the all black like cat suit kind of like tight outfit with some like shine to it. Some of that shine that comes from like cat suits. I'm sure y'all know what I'm talking about. It's a little reflective. With the neon green stripes running along the sides of the outfit. Some black boots. The zipper, however, from the turtleneck situation is down, in up to showing some cleavage right there, showing some light green tinted cleavage. Not green, sorry, purple. Light purple tinted cleavage. And the hair in this situation is long and flowing and dark green.
Oh wow. Hi, Shira. It's a pleasure to meet you.
It's Viria, but you know what? You can call me V. If that's easier.
It's just my accent. I'm from a different side of space. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Fascinating.
East Space. Have you been there before?
East Space. Oh, I don't think I'm familiar.
I don't think the Void has gotten that far. At least they don't have a lot of outposts out there,
Possibly. I feel like I've been with the Void Legion my whole life. I can't recall a time where I belonged anywhere else, really.
It sounds like you do very important work, V.
Some could say that. Yes. And who's to say that you don't do important work? Really?
No, anyone can do what I do. It's not that special. I just manage the records. It's not a big deal. I'm just another Void Legionnaire, I guess.
Well, at that point, Viria places her hand where your hand is resting and places her hand on top of your resting hand and looks and leans in. At this point, she is sitting on your desk with one leg a little bit off the floor and the other one still touching the floor. Leans in and says, "Don't put yourself down like that. You are just as important as anybody else on this ship. The Void Legion needs you, and the Void Legion needs me. It needs all of us."
No one's ever said they needed me before.
Well, let me be the first to say, I need you.
I don't. No one's. Okay. I don't know if I have more. Is there something you came here for? V.
Actually, yes. I am without a friend tonight. I was hoping to grab a drink. Would you like to accompany me when you're done?
I usually go home and watch my shows and maybe hit the gym. I've never gone for drinks.
Well, it doesn't have to be drinks. It could be anything else. But I know a great place. Have you ever heard of the Foxhole?
Wait, are you asking me out? Like, seriously?
Yes. Is that so hard to believe?
I'm usually the one on the dating apps, trying to get people to ask me out or ask them out. I don't. No one's asked me out in person before. It's never worked like this before.
Well, get used to it.
This is a lot to take in. You're a big
big.
purple, large,
Statuesque. I like that. Yes.
Mm-hmm. You're not like the normal people I would even date. Like,
Well,
you're
I'm
way
not
out of my
asking-
league. I'm just gonna be honest. You're way out of my league.
I'm not
You're-
asking for
you're-
your hand in marriage. I just want to see if you wanted to have fun. See a show.
Oh, okay, yeah. I like fun. I'm fun. I like to do fun things.
I thought you would. I'll pick you up when you're done then.
Okay. I can be done now. Actually, I'm not doing anything important.
Great. Then give me about 30 minutes. I do have to get something done here on this floor, and I'll come and pick you up.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be ready.
It doesn't sound great. Okay, so
I think
So-
as soon as V is out of sight,
yeah.
Jabby is like fucking having feelings that maybe they've never felt ever before. This is a lot.
Yeah. So Viria comes back, after 30 minutes, like she said, not looking any different. There wasn't a time to change or anything. Does Jabby do anything to prepare for the date?
Yeah, Jabby is gonna run to the bathroom, look in the mirror. Oh my gosh, try to put themselves together, try to look presentable. But that's not much you can do. Yeah.
All right. So V holds out her hand and says, "Let's go."
Very slowly, Jabby reaches their hand out as well and takes their hand. And it's just like a shock of electricity comes from their hand, into their body, just wow. This is good.
Beautiful.
This is good.
So you two head out with Viria leading the way. She looks back a few times to smile at you and to see how your expression is, and just admiring the view, and goes to the gate where other ships and pods and all those vehicles can leave the station, and you see that there is a motorbike, not a motorbike, a rocket bike that you can hop on, and she hands you a helmet and puts on a helmet and says, "You might want to hold on tight. It's a bit fast out there."
Wow. I think Jabby probably is holding back tears. Just too much. It's too real. No, this can't be real. Yeah. Jumps on, hops behind V, grabs tight, smells V for the first time. Oh my god.
What does V smell like?
She smells I don't know, purple, alien, beautiful, sexy, gender neutral. What's the gender neutral for daddy kind of thing? Is this daddy?
Zaddy? I don't know.
Zaddy, yeah. Oh, Zaddy, yeah. There we go.
Le
Yeah.
Zaddy. Okay,
Yes.
got it. So they go the fuck out of the station, and it's not too far off. It is gonna be another station, but not exactly Void Legion. It's more of a neutral zone where any and all types can visit. The Foxhole Bar is one of those places where all kinds of folks can come together. If anybody starts any shit, they get kicked out. Pretty standard. And there's always a performance every night there as well. Right now we have a drag performer there performing that night, and they go by the name, you know what, I won't say it just yet, we'll just get into it instead. So Viria and Jabby, get in there, grab a grab a table for two, and as you look around, you see that there's the lights, like it's dim. It's a dim setting, but the purple and pink and green lights are stage lights are kind of creating a very soothing atmosphere, and there's music, playing loudly. You see there's a mini stage across from you with the bar area on the right side, and a bunch of different folks sitting around. And on the stage you see a beautiful arachnid folk being, where they have their wig is made out of webs, and the web is obviously sparkling and beautifully spun. Probably made it herself, we don't know. And you have the spider legs in different like little like fishnet clothing added to it. The points are like painted different colors, like the rainbow colors, and the dress is like a poofy like ball gown type, and there's some spider cleavage, of course there is, but that's we don't know if that's real or added on. We don't know because it's drag.
All we know is we love it. That's
all
that
like
matters.
the spider eggs like the titty?
It's a spider sack for all we know, so yeah, it's she's tucked to the gods. Anyways, and you see, you hear a voice saying from the back, "Welcome to the stage, the effervescent, the amazing, the sexy Clitoria." and you hear music playing, and it's like some like super like high like EDM type, but there's like singing involved. Obviously somehow there's EDM and singing at the same time. We don't know how. And she's just like lip singing and doing her thing on stage, and spinning around and shooting like strings of spider webs, but on the stage, not at people. It just looks like sparkly confetti, if anything. And anyways, that's what's going on while you two are sat down and having a grabbing something. What is Jabi going to order, if Jabi's gonna have anything?
Yeah, Jabi's gonna Jabi's gonna order like a drink that they've always heard of, like it's popular, but they've never had it before because they don't really go out that much. So like what's a crappy sci-fi name? It's like a quasar soda with Martian whiskey, something like that.
All right, a quasar soda with a Martian whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that one should be called a Marzarita? Let's call it.
I love it.
Oh, the chat.
Marzarita.
Chat
yes.
is saying call that a Haley's vomit.
Haley's vomit. Oh, thank you, chat. I didn't have to think.
Love it.
So Viria says, "Oh, that's Haley's vomit. All right, I'll get that one for you. It's on me." And Viria goes up and goes to the bar to get a drink. So are you checking her out when she's just like,
oh my god, yeah, fuck yeah, like this is like too much. This is too much for Jabi. Like the last date Jabi went on was like it was just like a webcam thing where it was like we watched a movie at the same time. It was like snooze. It was sad. But this is like magical as fuck. Like there's a fucking spider person spooting webs everywhere. Fucking V's walking around in this little cat suit. It's all shiny and sparkly and like they're like all fucking fine and shit. We just rode on a motorcycle, like a rocket cycle. Like this is
rocket bike,
lot.
yeah.
Rocket bike, yes. This is a lot for Jabi. This is more than Jabi's like ever done in like ever in their
Yeah.
life with the Void Legion. Yeah.
Okay, great. And
Jabby's kind of,
chat.
sorry to interrupt. Jabby's kind of like, what am I doing here? How did I get here? Like, this must be a dream. This cannot be real.
Jabby probably looks very out of place there with the
Yes.
office
Oh my
clothes
God.
on.
Yeah. Like very just plain Jane, just like
Yeah.
no idea what's going on.
How is her hair sitting? Sorry, how is their hair sitting? Like, you said it's short, right? Like, is
Yeah,
it
it's
like
pretty
here
short.
or is it like there short? Like, where
It's
short?
like short kind of braids, basically.
Braids? Okay.
Mm.
Okay. All right. So, chat, if you can give Viria a drink name, that'd be cool too.
Hmm?
So Viria is gonna come back with 2 in hand, gives you the red drink. It's got a little sizzle going on from the soda, and Viria has a drink in in her hand as well. And it looks like Amber's got a name.
The Mars Cow Mule.
The Mars Cow Mule.
Dope.
Okay, so that's what Viria is drinking, a Mars Cow Mule. And she holds up the drink and says, "Cheers to a first date and getting to know each other."
Yeah, wow. Cheers. Clink.
Clink. And and so she's just like looking around, like enjoying the show. Says like, "So what made you say yes? Because I noticed you were hesitant first."
I couldn't say no. Like, have you seen you? Do you know you? Like, even if this isn't real, which I'm pretty sure this is just like some kind of hologram thing. Like, I'm just gonna wake up in like with my spleen taken out in a bathtub full of ice or something.
Oh, kinky. I didn't think you were into that.
Are you into that? I might be.
I was kidding.
Okay, me too.
I'm not into seeing your spleen just yet.
Oh, wow. So these drinks are good though, right? I've only heard of this drink before.
It? Yeah, it's Haley's Comet. Oh, sorry, was it Haley's Comet or Haley's Vomit?
Haley's Vomit, yeah.
It's Haley's Vomit.
Yeah.
So it sounds like it might not taste that great, but it must be a good time.
It's nice. It's nice. Do you want to try some wine?
Sure. And like she leans over and like doesn't even let you move the glass over, and just like while making like heavy eye contact sips from the straw. And comes off of it, licks her lips. Not bad. I think you might have had something to do with it. It tastes pretty good.
Okay, what is happening here? You're a 15 out of 10. You're like a Venus 20. I'm like an Earth 3. Okay, maybe a 4 on a good day.
If you keep talking like that, I'm just gonna have to shut you up with my lips. I
suck. I'm not good. I'm really bad.
Okay, well that's clearly a go ahead. So Veer leans in and plants a very soft chase kiss, just to test it out, you know, on Jabby.
Yeah, at which point Jabby is. I wish there was like a, what do you call it, like a, you know, like a composure check or something. Gabby's just like, yeah, the same reaction everyone else is having.
A smitten.
Yeah. Ooh.
Are you getting smitten?
I am smitten.
Gang the string on you.
Yes, very smitten.
Flashback. Yeah.
Thank you. With the save, with the mechanic save, I'm very smitten.
Mm-hmm.
I would literally die in this moment for V, and I just might. Wow. No one's ever kissed me like that before.
It was just really no one.
I mean, I've been kissed before, but it never felt like that.
Well, would you like another one?
I feel like we're going so fast. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Let's. Yeah, yes, please. And Jabby reaches up, like full on. We're doing this.
oh
Yes,
yeah.
please.
So like you've only had a few sips of these drinks. There's a show going on. Everybody's kind of just like minding their own business, drinking, doing their own little makeouts or their little flirting or just chilling with friends. While Viria and Jabi are like at their little table, scooching the chairs. Had scooched the chairs together and just making out at the bar, just in the darker corner of the space. And over the mic, you hear, "Oh, we found the lesbians," is like Clitoria on the mic after having done her number.
Oh my
It's not a
gosh.
real party until someone's making out and they're
Yeah.
lesbians. Aren't they a cutie? Look at these two.
What's the what's our universe equivalent to like uh hmm, so like a moving company? I'm bad with space names.
Oh, like you're kind of thinking of like U-Haul, but like spacey.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like a sci-fi thing. Anyway, Jabby's on that tip already. Jabby's like, where would I put my stuff? Yeah. Where would I put my stuff? What? I gotta move my plants around. Like.
Victoria from the side. When's the wedding?
Oh, it's all going down. Yeah. Wow.
Viria, hearing that, breaks from the kiss and like just laughs, because this is just so funny. And you can see that there's this like genuine like cheerfulness, glow, like this this warmth that's coming from her eyes, and it seems like, wow, like out of all the people in this bar, like she's only got eyes on you, and she's only thinking about you. And like you said, it was a kiss that you've never felt before, so it just, and there's this spark and electricity that just came out of nowhere, and you're enjoying this date. And as you have great conversations, like learn about each other's like past a little bit, Viria isn't like, it seems like Viria is giving you a lot of information, but then also the information's like it could be anybody else's information, oh yes, like I think I grew up in the Void Legion, can't really remember before that. I studied combat and like spaceship, like piloting,
it's so vague that like it could be anyone saying these stories.
Yes, exactly. But it feels like you're just learning so much about, because Vera is just piling on the information. So it feels like you're growing this connection, but really at the end of the day, when you look back and you're like, wait, what do we really know about Viria besides their report card? You know what I mean? Like it's like a interview, and not really like who is Viria? And why was she drawn to me? Because she never really brought it up besides maybe just physical attraction, But as you're having this conversation, it goes on for a few hours, and she says, I had a great time. But I do have a early shift tomorrow. Do you want me to take you back?
This doesn't have to end, does it? Like we can. It's still 2:00. We have another 6 more hours to go.
But I would love to continue, but I do need my sleep. I have to be up early tomorrow to go on the mission.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, just take me back. It's fine.
Hey, and like she leans in and like picks and holds your face in her soft hands and says, and looks deeply into your eyes and says, I really want to.
I just feel like we're never gonna see each other again. Like this is just some thing you did on a whim.
How can you say that when we spent all this time together and we've had such deep conversations, and we have this connection? I trust me, I will find you. I know where you work. It's really not that difficult. Jabby, look at me. I see you. Do you see me?
I see you.
And she like gives you a kiss on the nose, and you go back. She sends you back home on her rocket bike, drops you off, and you call it a night. And as you snap out of that, you are panting, like gasping, because that was such a deep trip. And you have there Dr. Chandere snapping away, like pulling back, and like, also taking a heavy breath. And I'm like, oh wow, gee golly, that was a lot of emotions. Oh, wow, you really loved this person.
I thought I did. She made me feel like I've never felt before, and that made her betrayal all the more crushing.
I can't imagine. Well, I guess now I can technically, but there's just, I'm sure there was just so much more. It wasn't just that date, I'm sure, right?
We had a lot of dates. We went to Space Mountain. Damn, that's a good one.
I love it.
Thank you. we went to so many places and had so many fun experiences. I mean, I opened up to her like I've never opened up to anyone. I mean, I told her my mother's maiden name and my street address when I was a kid and my dog's name, and I told her everything about me. And she, in the end, they basically used it all against me.
Is she part of the reason that you have changed physically?
I mean, yeah, with Requiem, I'm safe. We're safe. We can fight things off. We always have each other's back. I always know what we're thinking. We're never apart. It's not the healthiest thing in the world, but it works for now.
I just worry that this may be on the other end of the spectrum where you're becoming codependent, because it's going from one extreme to the other. Do you see what I mean? You're going from having something that was completely intangible, unsure, maybe even being gaslighted a little, to something that is just so intrinsically a part of you, where there's no telling between you Jabby, and you Requiem. So I just worry that when you're going from one end of the spectrum to the other, that it's not the healthy thing that you think it is.
I know it's not, but I'm scared to do it any other way right now.
And that's fair. You're still going through the process. That's what healing is about. And I'm happy that you have Requiem to protect you, and that you are there for Requiem. I hope I get to know Requiem the next time we meet. But today was about you, Jabby.
Is it always like this in Haven? Is it always just one big emotional, overwhelming, share all your trauma and things like this? Is it always gonna be like this?
Well, I mean,
it's kind of scary.
You're dealing here with a lot of queers. What do you expect? I'm polyamorous. I have 5 other partners. I have 1 nesting partner. They're great.
One for each tentacle.
Exactly. It's a good time, but boy, the emotional roller coasters we go through. It's a lot to unpack, but it's worth it. It's worth it.
It is.
So I'm gonna give my recommendation to Devik that you are fit to join, because through this process, I was able to learn about who you are emotionally and mentally, and to me, Jabby, you are a strong, beautiful person.
The last person who told me that was V, so it's good to hear it from somewhere else.
Good. Now, let's go and get your friend.
Okay, yeah, get up and go.
So, you two go out. Jabby, maybe you're feeling a sense of relief from that experience, a little bit of, acknowledgement. And I will say, through that experience, you can get rid of that insecurity condition because you had some growth there, and some comfort. And as you step out of that office, what are the two of you doing when Jabby comes back with the doctor? With the doctor.
Starshine is mechanically just back and forth watching Alain pace back and forth.
Starshine, I just don't understand how you can do it. How you can just shut your brain off all the time and just not be able to, just be and exist and sit with your thoughts and well, do you have thoughts? What's going on in that brain of yours? I don't understand what's happening. Oh my god, but Starshine, you just make no sense to me. How do you do it? How do you do it, Starshine? I just don't understand. Oh my god, Jabby's been away for so long. This is so, oh my god, I just...
Hi! Everything is okay. You are okay.
Are you?
Well, maybe you aren't okay, but you will be. Everything will be fine.
What? How do you know that everything will be fine? We've lost everything. Starshine?
I have friends. So I haven't lost everything.
How do you do it?
Do what?
This, you just... How do you be Starshine?
Well, I thought at first that it was in my programming, but apparently not. This is just who I am. And maybe I'm covering up some things. But it's okay. Everything is okay.
We're all collectively not dealing with trauma.
This is so broken. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord have mercy. I think all of our characters are gonna end up in love and then moving into each other just to avoid the trauma. Just like,
the big molecule,
yeah.
inside of Doris.
Oh my god.
Doris is like the hinge that connects all of us.
Big facts.
And then, on the outside, there's a cardboard posting that says "No Viria Hex allowed." And it's like a bad drawing of her in crayon, with those.
That sign doesn't apply to me because I don't know how to read. Robin says, "Is the trauma in the room with us right now?"
Do you see the trauma? The trauma
So.
there. Oh man, my ears are hot. Okay, so that was a bit heavy, folks. I'm sure you're feeling a little bit of a whew, so let's I think it's a good time to call a break, yeah?
Yeah. That
Yeah,
was
let's do a little break and then we'll come back in 10, 15? What do you say?
Yeah. 10 works. All
Sure,
right.
let's do 10.
Yeah, so I will go ahead and thank you so much everyone for hanging out watching. I hope you're having a great time watching all of us deal with actual trauma that we're dealing with in real life. But that's what TTRPGs are for, baby. So we'll be back in 10. I'm gonna get some more pomegranate juice because this was actually really good. And I hope yes. Anyway, there's gonna be a list.
Y'all.
Yeah,
See
there's
you
gonna be a list
soon.
of self-care stuff to do in the chat. You'll see it. Bye. I'm gonna give it to Tenzin immediately.
Hi, welcome. If you weren't here for the first part, thank you for joining. I hope you'll stay for the second part, and later on the full thing will be on the Space Chambers YouTube channel. So also the first session is on there too, since this is a mini campaign. So easy to catch up, so easy to just get the whole thing in one bite. If that's something the kids say these days. So we have, I'm Tenzin. At Twitter, I'm Tenzin Days. Date them. I am the GM for Thirsty Sword Lesbians today. Deep Space Revolution. And I'd like to introduce everybody here who's part of the party. Let's start with Amber.
Shit. I'm like knitting a hat. Hi, everybody.
In character. Yeah, that's pretty on point.
Literally, it says yarn is my love language.
Aw.
My sweater.
Aww.
Hi everybody, I'm Amber, also known as the Space Jamber. This is my channel. I'm playing Alain. Alain is a dream mirror who, pronouns they, them, who actually is like a living marionette puppet whose strings have just been cut. And I will pop it back to Tenzin.
And I will pop it over to Kim.
Hello, my name is Kim Grimoire, she, they. I am playing as Starshine, the wonderful AI pop star, with a beautiful cotton candy pink physique. And yeah, don't mind me. Excited.
Amazing. And we have here, last but not least, we have Mark.
But not yeast. I love it.
Not yeast.
Hey, yo, I'm Mark J. Pronouns are he, they. Tonight I'm playing my playbook is the ensemble. It's double character. One is Requiem, the reciprocant. They're kind of a symbiotic type of being. And the other is Jabby, the human.
Cool. So we've just sat through a very very dense therapy appointments for Jabby, and now we are back into it with Dr. Chandere. Dr. Oh,
Thank you
look
so
at
much for the gift
that.
sub. Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you.
We're back with the Dr. Chandere, and so the two come out. Starshine and Alain are doing what they're doing. One is freaking out, one is just humming and going, everything's okay, you know. So everything will be fine. And Dr. Chandere says, Gabby, yeah, please join your colleagues. And next up, Starshine. Do you have a moment? I'd love to see you next.
Quick question.
Absolutely.
What should I be doing? What should I be doing? What should I be doing out here? What should I be doing?
You can do whatever you'd like. If you need to grab some sustenance, or maybe talk with Jabby, who just had a session. Although everything is confidential, so if Jabby doesn't want to share, that's completely, okay. Or you can read some of the magazines. Anything you'd like.
Okay. I think I'm gonna read. Thank you. Yeah. Sorry, Starshine. Have a good session. Okay. All right. Okay.
Well, shall we go, Starshine?
I'll be following your lead.
Great. Let's go then. And you two make your way to the end of the hall, to the right where the door is to the office. And again, you step into a room that is very kind of like bland, minimalist, beige walls, some comfy looking blue like sofas, and a wooden table. There's a window, but the curtains are like kind of closed, and there's some plant, what are they called? Plant veins? What are they called? What are they called? Veins?
Are you talking about vines?
Vines!
Vines!
Okay,
Oh,
I'm just making
Vines.
sure.
Mm.
I was
Okay,
like, ooh.
vines.
Well, it could be. We don't know.
Oh, okay.
Veins, just,
Planting.
hanging along the corners of the ceiling. Anyways, oh god, veins, vines. It's like the same thing, right?
You're still the best. It's
Yeah.
all good.
I mean,
The
if you
veins
really
are
think about
space
it.
vines.
Exactly.
Yeah.
These are space vines.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start calling my veins vines.
Yeah.
And
Can we
so-
get an RIP Vine in the chat? Rip in peace, Vine.
F for
For veins.
F for veins. Yeah, and you sit down, and once again, your face to across from each other, and how does Starshine sit down? Is there any sort of like, are you comfortable? Like, what's the body language?
Starshine is sitting straight up in almost like a perfectly posed, like she's going to be taking, like someone's going to take her picture. She almost always stands like perfectly picturesque to like show exactly her perfect angles.
Love it. Okay. And Dr. Chandler, she looks at you and says, "You have such a great posture."
Why, thank you.
I can't really, like, every time I try it, it just, anyways, that's not it. How are you doing?
I am doing very well.
That's great. When you say very well, like, what is that, an emotion, or is that like your environment? Like, well, how do you relate to doing well?
Well, I am a criminal, and I am rebel scum. But I am doing very well because I have friends.
Scum. Okay, that is a strong word to use. Is there a reason you chose the word scum?
Well, as the Void Legion would say, I would be rebel scum.
Oh, because you left the Void Legion, of course. But that doesn't mean it's true. What are you doing? I just saw you make a pose. Is that part of your wellness?
I'm posing. I
Well-
might have a picture. You never know.
Oh, no one will be taking pictures in here. You're completely. You don't have to be on the clock. Tell me what you did before for the Legion. What was your job there?
Well, I have always been a pop star and idol.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm a little out of the loop when it comes to music. Okay, well that sounds like a lot of fun. Was it a good time for you?
Oh, absolutely. I had a lot of adoring fans. I had a penthouse and friends, and I was given something to sing about, which was Void Legion. I was happy.
Oh, so you say that in the past tense. Are you not happy now?
I am always happy.
Okay, I think there's more to it than we are discussing here. I would like to try something with you if you don't mind. I have this ability to go into your memories and experience vicariously or in a safe setting some of your strongest memories. Are you okay if I attempt that with you today?
It would be my pleasure. I am here to please.
Well, it's not so much of a pleasure to me, but it's just something so I can understand you and make sure that you're fit for joining the Haven Collective.
Oh yes, absolutely I am.
Great. So I'll come around and you'll feel a light touch near your temple from my tentacle here, and you may want to close your eyes so that we can go into this journey together. Just immediately like just the eyes.
Immediately.
Yes. And then Doris is still on your wrist, by the way, and Doris, obviously can't go on this journey with you, but is definitely hearing the things that are going on anyways, and maybe senses, some of your vibrations and whatever, like static and interruptions.
Doris may sense a bit of apprehension
Yeah.
going into.
Yes. So in a weird way, as you maybe react, Doris, on the wrist, the color changes according to your reactions as a like a weird like a connection that you have that you can sense it, and it's like almost an indicator. So Doris is at this point acting like your mood ring.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, because you're connected via Bluetooth, whatever. Like it's more
Yeah.
just like your Apple Watch, it senses things, monitors you.
Exactly.
Yeah. So tentacle on temple. You close your eyes. It's dark. Dr. Chandler is saying like, okay, think of a time when you felt powerful emotion, or felt most happy, or something that brings you a purpose. So something that draws you to a moment in your time in the Legion. And so she's saying that, and as you process that and try to like hack into your like database of like memories and stuff, but it's like, okay, is there a bunch of folders there? Like, nope, not that one. That was like, they're like color coded differently with like different like, yeah, this one made me feel a little yellow. This one made me feel a little bit like purple. This one was like red. There's a few reds. And so we land on a folder that's, it says, it's a giant folder. There's like quite a lot of gigs with this one. We're heading into terabyte here, and obviously you're like, oh, I thought I deleted that. And then you go in your mind and you open up, and a bunch of other folders open up, and you see that all of them have to do with Viria. And it's kind of like it goes from like a light pink, light blues, light yellows, and then suddenly it goes darker red, and then it goes deep dark red until the last few are just like just very dark red, like dead blood red. There's that few there, but we're not gonna go that deep. What we're gonna go is maybe a folder that is a little more pink, because maybe pink is something Starshine really enjoys. So pink, but it has a bit of blue, and it's Viria file 342 or something like that. So we jump into your memory, and it starts out with a performance that you've just finished on the stage on Mars. It was, the crowd loved it. The Martians were like, all right, like Legion, like pop star, we love Starshine, we love you, and like everybody's like such a fan already. It wasn't like a giant crowd or like a giant concert, because you're still like in your early stages of spreading the word, but you do a really great job of spreading them fast and consistently. And you know that for a while now, Viria Hex has been one of your security details, your main security guard. So Viria has been with you throughout the last 20 performances and making sure that you're not in danger, basically. You have grown to be friends through this process, and so far it's only been very professional. But this particular night, after you're done, Viria is waiting for you with a. Does Starshine like need any kind of like sustenance or like some kind of like aftercare from a performance or anything like that?
Starshine usually is polishing their metallic skin that looks like the inside of a seashell, and just oiling up her joints.
Okay, so Viria is waiting with the tools you need for that, and says, amazing job once again. You are such a superstar, Starshine. I cannot stop watching you. And she hands it over.
Takes it.
Yeah. If you'd like, I can help you oil up, I'm happy to help.
I would very much appreciate that.
Great. Let's go to your room. What do they call these things?
Powder room.
Let's go to your
Though I
powder
don't
room.
use any powders.
Yes, and you don't need it. You definitely don't need any. And you go to the powder room. Oh god, oh no, I keep up. And you get there. Viria is just, like applying the oils in your joint area, so maybe some creaks doesn't happen anymore. You're starting to feel a little more relaxed, and it's really quiet. It's oddly too quiet, and Viria is not really saying anything, and then wasn't really making eye contact, and then suddenly you're finished like fixing it up and everything, and Viria doesn't let go of your hand though just yet, and just holds it and says, and looks up at you and says, aren't you bored of all of this yet?
I was not programmed to be bored.
Right. I mean, do you like doing this every single day? The same thing over and over again?
Well, I would like to sing some of my own songs one day.
Wow. That's amazing. I never heard someone of your designs, if I may say so, have a thought like that. That's very new.
Is that bad? Do I need to go in for maintenance?
No. I really don't think you do. I think if anything, it's a good thing. I think you should pursue that feeling.
Well, I wouldn't be promoting the Void Legion.
Oh, you are doing that 24/7. I'm sure that's not going to change. I'm not saying quit everything. I'm just saying try something new on your time off.
I have time off?
You know what? As of this moment, yes, you do. Let's go somewhere. I have a job that I need to do, and I think your help would be very much appreciated. But it has to be our secret.
I do love secrets. This sounds lovely.
Great. All right, then I'll see you in a few minutes. I have to grab my ride, and just I'll let the staff know. You're taking a break for the night.
I am taking a break and not doing secrets.
That's right. And and Viria leaves the room, and you just wait there, like probably doing nothing, just like a robot, just wait there. Few minutes after, Viria's back and has brought a change of clothes for you. So it's a black suit, much like her own black cat suit, and just like a cap, like a baseball cap type of thing, which is also black to cover your hair, and says, "Put this on, just so that you don't get caught."
This is not designed for my stature, but absolutely.
Oh, it'll fit to your stature. It's very intuitive that way. It's the latest thing in clothing.
Okay, I will try this.
It's gonna fit like a glove. You'll love it. Starshine puts that on. It does expand and then shrink and like just kind of molds itself into fitting your physique. It much like it's intuitive, much like Viria had said. She holds your hand and says, "Follow me," and leads you tippy-toeing, scurrying out of the concert hall or whatever on Mars, and you get on her rocket bike, and says, "Here, put this helmet on," and gives you the helmet, and you put it on. She starts the ride, and it's not so much off into space this time. It's just still on Mars, but off-road. There's no road, so it's kind of like off-road, trying to get to a certain location. And Vera doesn't say anything until you get there. It is a warehouse. It is a warehouse not too far from a museum. Amber's face is like, "Excuse me? Where are you taking my daughter?" It's a warehouse, and it says, you can see that on the warehouse building. It says Mars Natural History Museum Warehouse. So it's like the places where they keep these, artifacts. And you see that. Any thoughts? Anything you'd like to say as we get closer to the place?
Never been here before. This is not a place that I meant to go.
And the great thing about these helmets is that they can communicate within each other in intercoms, and says. And Viria laughs a little. It's soft. It's husky, and she says, "I've only been here once, just to stake out the place. But I think you're going to enjoy what we're about to do. We're going to commit a bit of well, we're gonna do some criminal activity."
Criminal activity?
Yes, but it's for the good.
Well, if it is for the good, let us do some crime.
Great. I knew you'd be up for it. For some reason, I just knew you'd be down. It only amounts to nothing. And so you approach it. There's there's like no guards around or nothing. It's kind of just kept to the side, if anything. And you don't go right through the front, obviously, the front doors. Viria parks the bike not too far off, maybe behind like a hill of a giant rock, because the landscape is still very it's dusty, it's Martian red, dust. There are rocks and like hills and small mountains and all that stuff around. So it's lots of nice little hiding spaces. And we don't go around near the front. We go from the side. It's definitely dark out now, on that side of Mars, and there is, although it's not very guarded, it does have a high-tech security system, because obviously that's just silly if it doesn't. So there's a on the side there's a door, and it does have like a pin pad and everything, and it does have a screen where people usually tap their ID or tap something in there, and looks to you, Starshine, and says, "I'm usually good with getting through if it's like a simple lockpick, but I was hoping maybe you had something that could help me disarm the system here."
Starshine just pulls their finger off, and there is like an SD card sort of thing. I could override the system.
You You are full of surprises, my friend. I am starting to really like. Well, I already like you quite a bit, actually. And so if you'd like to roll for, if you can override the system, what shall we say is applicable here? Grace? Elegance and agility? Or is it more like integrity and metaphysical prowess? No. Skill at arms. Let's go with, which one do you think fits? I can't decide. There's like 3 of them that would kind of make sense. What? Okay, I'll give you a chance. I'll give you a choice. Which one's a really good number for you? Go with that.
Grace.
Great. That was something that we mentioned. So pick Grace.
There we go. That is a 5.
Oh, a 5. Oh, okay. A 5 is, one of those lower rolls, which means, what is the little thing that... I'm just trying to find how we can make that a thing. It's not a failure though. I mean, we can still get it, but we just have to find I believe 2 things that go wrong, but I can't figure out where that would go wrong. No. We said Grace, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can't find it. Amber, would you know where to find it?
What are we looking for? Sorry.
Like a 5 on Grace. Like, what are the options?
So complications, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the complication.
Oh, are you just looking to determine how? I mean, was there a specific move made? I'm sorry, I ADHD'd for a second.
No, it's okay. Yeah, no, it's just we use Grace to roll for overriding the system on the security system.
Oh, okay, all right.
So it was a 5.
So I would say specifically that would be like a, so a 5 on Grace, yeah, there's no actual something happens. I would say with a 5 on that.
Can I add one?
Yeah, go right ahead.
So you were able to bypass the security, but a countdown has started. It's showing
a 5 is a failure. Like a 5 is a straight up fail.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
5 is straight up fail.
Well, the countdown has definitely started.
Yeah, I think
and
that's
the alarms are probably starting to blare. You've got got a short amount of time before security fucking shows up.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah,
so there's a countdown. There's a countdown. There's an alert. Now the other people who are not on the location have been alert. The staff there. This is great. This failure is great. But with the 5, can we still at least get the door open? That still happens, right?
No, I would say with
not even that.
With a fail that low, no.
Don't worry. We'll get it. We'll get it. It's all good. Cause
maybe you start just kicking the door open.
Well, I was gonna say let me I have a PDF of all the basic moves. I'll drop them in Discord real quick.
Okay, great. But Viria,
SD card and a USB port.
just hears all the commotion suddenly going on and looks at Starshine and goes, it's your first time. It happens. Let me do this one then.
I am not good at crime.
You will learn to be good. I'm sure of it. It just takes time. I wasn't amazing right away, but we don't have time for this right now.
Yeah. So okay. Here, if that was potentially a danger move, I'm sorry.
Okay.
And so as a danger move, yeah, it with a 5 and under, nothing great, everything bad.
That's okay. Yeah.
Everything bad.
We're running out of time, so Viria instead takes out her sword, and just slashes where the door hinge, like the lock would be, and if that doesn't work, just stabs the freaking system, the lock system. And
One final
yes.
thing. Kim gets experience.
Oh, take an experience.
Yeah, if you fail a roll,
if
you
it-
get experience.
Yes, so mark that down somewhere. I'll also review the first session and see where the experience would go to if,
Yeah.
later. Yeah, because I was gonna watch it anyways. Okay, so
Sorry.
I love that you
I'm not trying to rules lawyer. I'm just helping y'all like get your
Yeah.
advances.
No, I asked for this. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So you failed it, and then she gotta run in, and Viria turns to say, "Okay, we really don't have much time. I need to grab a certain something. It doesn't belong here. It is an artifact from Earth. So we are going to retrieve it. But I need you to keep watch. So then we'll get out of here. Is that all right?"
Should I yell for you if I see anything?
Let's just communicate through our helmets. How about that?
Oh, sure. Yes.
Yes. Okay, great. And then you wait there as Viria disappears into the warehouse. You were told that there's no it's just a security system. There's nobody on the site. But somehow you do hear cries of pain and torture in the distance. You hear things falling. You hear laser guns getting fired off. You hear swords clashing. All of this is you've got pretty decent hearing, so you hear them and you hear some people going, get her, like she's over there, and it goes, ah! There's just all of that shit going on in there while the alarm's blaring. And then suddenly it's quiet in terms of voices and sounds of that nature. The alarm is still going on, but no, there's no more screaming heard. And out of the darkness, you see a very roughed up Viria, not as well kept together, still wearing the helmet, but there are definitely some wounds. There's some blood coming out from the arm, all scuffed up. She has something small in her hand that she quickly puts in her pocket and puts her sword away. And she takes off the helmet, and she's sweating, and she just kind of shakes her head and hair out, and breathes hard and breathes a sigh of relief and smiles at you. And there's just this sinister kind of glow from the darkness that's coming from her eyes, and she says to you, "Well, came across some surprises, but I think I handled it. Let's get out of here."
You need medical attention.
We'll worry about that after. Come on. And she grabs your hand, and you start running towards where you parked the bike. And do you say anything while the two of you are running?
Starshine just watches her in a sort of horrified awe. Not saying anything, which is a little strange for her, but just watching and contemplating, and weirdly enough, but feeling buzzing and whirring in her chest and feeling, which is very odd for her.
Amazing. And you get on the ride. Viria is just hollering, going, woo, yeah, and laughing, just out of that adrenaline of doing what she just did, and says to you, do you feel that? Do you feel the change? Tell me how you feel.
I feel exhilarated. I believe my system is overheating.
Oh, that'll happen the first few times. You'll get used to it. And she says, like, I think we should do these more often. I had a lot of fun with you today, Starshine.
I would love to escape with you some more.
You know, Starshine, I feel like it's strange, but I feel like you see me for who I am. And do you feel that maybe I see you too?
I do. I do feel like you see maybe a different side of me.
Yeah, I see that. And she takes one of your loose arm from while you're riding the motorbike and like brings it closer around her midsection so that you're holding onto her closer and tighter. And you ride off into the Mars sunset from that. And yeah, that's how that vision ends for Starshine. You come out of it. How do you feel? How does Starshine react coming out of that?
Starshine has a cold stare. The smile is not curved on her lips. And even though she doesn't breathe, she is gasping and like panting.
And what color is Doris?
It's blue. And then it slowly turns red.
Oh boy, gee willikers, that was quite an adrenaline rush. I hope, well, it's confidential, so you know what, I'm not even going to pry because that's a criminal offense. But seeing how you have this memory and then seeing your reaction tells me that you're trying. That's something that I'm getting from you, from this experience, is that you have been trying all this time. You've been trying constantly through every small decisions you make, every small things you say, to the more grander, the more large-scale actions that you take. And whether that all started from that person, or whether, well, no, it didn't, because you already had that in you. I think there's a lot of possibilities here for you, and in a good sense. That's what I'm getting. How do you feel about that, Starshine?
I feel calculating, strange, conflicted. I do not know this feeling. I must process it.
Yes, that is a healthy thing to do. Reflect on it, process it, and if anything does come up, please feel free to contact me. And Dr. Shondare writes down notes, like, you know, exactly the words, and like some bunch of scribbles, just writes a bunch of things about what just transpired. Okay. Well, let's meet your last colleague. I believe they have been very antsy.
They are very nervous to meet you. Well, me not meet you, speak with you.
Well, are you nervous right now, or were you nervous?
No, I was not nervous.
Great.
Maybe a little.
Oh. Oh, okay. Well, what can I do to fix that next time?
Not have me do this.
Okay, let's go. Just like freaking. And then you come out, and what has Jabi and Alain been doing while this whole situation was happening?
I feel like Jabi, probably right after coming out of the session, went right towards Ellen because they're obviously having like some kind of, I don't want to say breakdown. Breakdown is strong, but they're going through it.
I'm having a crisis of self.
Oh no, already just having it.
No, I think once the doctor actually tells them to like sit down, take a load off, and gives like a clear directive on like what to do, they do just sit down and then just dissociate for the entire time and just like shut off because that's what they've been told to do.
I love it. I think, and since I'm just dissociating the whole time, which I love. So with my playbook, I have a thing called harmony, and if the two ignore someone else, like Ellen, who's not even on this planet right now, they can like spend time together and like have a little internal conversation, and it increases like their harmony score. So I'm gonna be doing that.
Oh, nice.
They're gonna be definitely like kind of going over processing what happened in the session.
Yes, I love it. So much character growth and dissecting. Okay. So the two come out. Starshine, what do you say to the group when you come out and meet them again?
I am a new person.
Starshine, you look different.
Do I?
Yeah, you just look a little more, no offense, human?
I suppose I shouldn't take offense to looking human.
Maybe just my observation. I'm not, I don't know.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think Ellen like has barely like registered it. It's just like all of this is just like, no, I've been told, shut your brain off. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it. And so just probably just starts to come to once, at the end of that exchange. Yeah, just, oh yeah, Starshine, yeah, you look great.
You look uncomfortable.
Yeah. Let's fine. Let's do this. Let's just go. We've been Would
You are safe.
It
is safe in there.
Do you feel safe in there?
I am safe right now. I was safe when I was in there. So you will be safe too.
Okay.
It's a safe place. It's gonna be a little challenging, but you'll be fine.
Okay. That's
Hi, Alain, yes?
Yes.
All right, don't worry. We'll just be talking, and we'll dig into some things, but only if you want to. This is all about what you want to do and consent to. So if you'd like to follow me, let's begin.
I think y'all actually activated one of my powers. So I have something called Tangled Up, which I think I used a little bit last time, which was when someone else wants you to do something. Last time it was for them when we were going out on the mission. This time is for yourself. So when someone else wants you to do something for yourself, confess how little you know about yourself or your desires. If they encourage you to discover yourself, gain 1 insight, and if they don't, take a condition. So I think Alain is just going to stand up and be like, I don't know if I'm ready to talk about this, to confront this. Is this something that I really should do?
Well, you won't know until you try. So, if it helps, you can hold on to my appendage as a source of comfort as we make our way.
Okay. That sounds fine. That sounds so good.
Great. And Dr. Chandler leads you into the office. You sit down once again. A very minimalist office. There's a comfy sofa and couches. Man, doing that voice really gets you stuck.
Yeah.
And there are plant vines around the ceilings, and there's a nice little light in the center, and the windows there, and there's like a light pink coming from the curtains from the light outside. It's starting to kind of maybe go into the evening a little bit, so a little bit of pink orange kind of happening, and you're seated across Dr. Chandler, and Dr. Chandler is looking at you with their big blue, like orbish, like octopus eyes, but there's although it's like kind of daunting, it is still giving a very like comforting energy coming from them. And she says, "So, Alain, I know it's been I know you've had to wait while your colleagues came in here, and it seems like it did put you through. You look like you were thinking a mile a minute. How was that like waiting situation for you?"
I mean, it's what you wanted us to do, is sit and wait, and so, that's what I did. You just sat and waited and occupied my time.
Great. And how did you end up occupying that time?
I occupied it. I got some steps in, and you know what? That's what they always say, is you got to get your steps in for the day, right? That's something that you should do. That's what I've been told. That's something you should do.
Yeah, that's correct, indeed. It's good to be healthy both in mind and body. So we're here because, well, initially, the bigger picture is that Devik wanted to get to understand if everyone here is fit to be part of the Haven Collective. Your friends, I've already spoken with them and came to the conclusion that they are fit to join. And it's not something like a graded thing. It's not something like a pass or fail. Like it's not measured in any way. It's more of a feeling, it's more of a connection, it's more of getting to know the you that maybe not everybody sees. Do you see what I mean?
I mean, this is what you see is what you get.
Okay, lovely. And it's a lovely what I'm seeing and getting. There is one process, however, that I have done with your last two friends, where we visit a memory, and I have this telepathic ability where I land my tentacle on your temple, and we explore a memory together. It might be overwhelming sometimes, or it might just be a very nice memory. It could be anything that you first attach yourself to. So if you'd like, we can try that, and that way I can get to know you in a different way.
Absolutely. If that's something that you need to do in order to ensure that we're safe to be at Haven, then By all means.
Perfect. I really appreciate you taking the step to do that. Do you mind if I sit beside you?
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely.
Great. Okay. So Dr. Chandler walks over, sits beside you, and takes out the tentacle, the very tentacle. And right now, I forgot to mention the last time, but Dr. Chandler's color is usually, when it's neutral, is like a seaweed, a pale green.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously during the process of the telepathic teletherapy, there's gonna be waves of different colors and patterns coming through.
Mm-hmm.
So Dr. Chandler, tentacle, temple, and she says, okay, and she says, you may want to close your eyes. It just helps with the process, so you're not distracted.
The second she says, close your eyes, their eyes close, shut.
Okay,
Like,
great.
all right.
So the first thing Alain experiences are sounds instead of something visual. It's very loud. It's intense, and it sounds like a bunch of different folks shouting angrily, and they're saying, "No more Void Legion! Get out, Void Legion!" They are protesting, and there is the sound of rocks hitting the windows and doors. You don't feel any pain, but as the sound pulls you in, you start to come into the vision and see that you are on Earth, and this is the headquarters on Earth for the Void Legion, where they are always, welcoming new recruits. You are one of the main recruiters who makes the process as seamless and as comfortable and as informative as possible. Usually, there's not a lot of chaos on days, but with the certain recent battle that went on with Void Legion and Haven, some of the anti-Legion Earthlings came together to protest, and possibly it's turned itself into a riot. They are not representative of Haven. They are just, Earthlings, just sick of both sides, if anything. They don't want any Legion, they don't want any Haven. So they are just causing as much damage as possible. You have been for a while in a relationship with Viria. This isn't, it's been like about a month or two. Obviously you love to keep track, so you know that it's been exactly 45 days and 5 hours and 31 minutes and counting.
1 month, 2 weeks, and absolutely.
Yeah.
To the minute.
Exactly, right down to the minutes. You've had some intimate moments. You've had some dates. You've had some rides on their rocket bike for date nights. And and you're just working here for a short term on Earth for the time being, but it's getting more dangerous out there. More Void Legion soldiers are showing up to make sure the area is protected and the staff are protected, and that the situation is diffused. So they are in some protective gear, but there's not enough of them to fight anybody off, and they're being very they're just being a wall. They're not making any moves. They're just being a wall. And think of it more like security guards than like an army, for example. So you are in your office, you are seeing what's going on outside through your window, and you hear Viria, who has entered the building to make sure you're okay, and looks at you, and you hear her shout, Alain, step away from the window, it's dangerous.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for checking on me. And, like, immediately just wrote, like, I would take, like, 5 steps back.
Okay, good.
Are you okay? What's going on?
I'm okay, but I'm more worried about if you're okay. This has been getting worse and worse. Are you hurt anywhere? And like she like holds your hand and like just checks around and like just looks around to see if there's any damage.
No. I probably have taken a couple of dents in like the in like my body, from like rock on wood, but nothing too major. I mean, I've taken dents before. It's not a big deal, it just adds character to the body. But no, I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. But thank you again for checking. You didn't need to do that. I'm just glad that I'm here with you now, where it's safe and we're away from being pelted. But what can I do for you?
As you were saying, that you have some dents and that you were being like rock against wood, just that wording alone, you see like a killer stare like in her eyes, like not towards you, but like towards what was done to you. And you can see that she's starting to seethe, and the grip on your hand gets a little tighter. And then when you say, what can I do for you, she snaps out of it and lets you go, and says, I don't need anything. I just want to get you out of here.
Can I figure someone out? Or figure out
Sure.
a person? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to try to understand that particular, like, thought of the gripping and then the change.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll plus wit. That is an 8.
Oh, Nelly.
So on an 8, I get to ask 2 questions, but you also get to ask one of me. Alright, so
I'll let you go first.
yeah, so in this moment, what are Viria's real feelings towards me?
Well, you have been together for a little over a month. There is passion there. There is a sense of possessiveness there. There is a sense of I must protect you kind of thing, but it's also like, why must I babysit at this? Like, why must I take time out of my day to do this when I could be doing other things? Like, it's almost like
A little bit of resentment.
a little resentment, but also like I will protect you regardless, but it's gonna be a little like if I have to do it too often, there's some resentment.
Ooh, okay. Ooh.
Yeah.
And what does Viria hope to get from staying on Earth for too much longer?
Viria does not fucking want to stay on Earth at
Okay.
all. Finds it like a shit place with bunch of like Neanderthals, like just like outdated eggheads, squirrel breeders. Like, this is what Viria knows Earthlings as, and just the situation that they're using rocks like they're fucking from the Stone Age is like, why do you have to be like positioned here? Like, we need to get you out of here, like out of this job, really. So yeah. Viria hates Earth.
And then you could ask a question.
Yeah. Well, Yuria would like to know if Alain actually does want to leave Earth, basically, and leave the position. At least, maybe the same job, but just leave the station where she's stationed. Sorry, where they're stationed.
Yeah, I haven't determined what gender that they were carved at birth, so they're non-binary.
Okay.
So, which feels right for most non-binary characters. Who cares?
Yeah.
But anyway, so. Okay, so this is twofold because, like, yeah, would Alain love to leave? Absolutely, they would. But, like, at the end of the day, it's not up to them. It's not up to them to make that decision because they know their duty is to the Void Legion and they know their duty is to whatever Viria wants. And if Viria wants them to stay, then they'll stay no matter what. And they just want to be, like, at the end of the day, they just want to be the image of, like, the perfect partner and Void Legionnaire for Viria.
Okay. Well, at that moment, after that exchange, what's an object we can use here? I don't know why, but this is in my head. A mailbox crashes through the window near where you were just like 5 feet away from, and instinctively, as a reflex, Yuria, grabs you and makes sure that she's on top of you while you drop to the floor. And she's like, "Fuck! We need to leave. This is escalating. Follow me. Just make sure to keep your head down."
Yeah, absolutely. For sure.
And Yuria hasn't taken out her sword yet, but has her hand on it just in case. And you are going to try to escape through the back of this office building. The other staff are obviously also just, one of them's like trying to call help from the off police or whatever, and another one's saying like, "Okay, everybody, follow the procedure. We did the test run like last week. We know what to do. Just find your buddy. Make sure like you keep track. Leave all your stuff behind." And yeah, so they're doing all of that. And you come out from the back along with some other people who are also taking that route as well. But you didn't realize that. Well, they also kind of wanted to keep an eye on the back exit as well, because it's a building that everybody knows. So there were like a few stragglers ready with rocks, and in this case, some chemicals that shouldn't be in their hands.
Molotovs.
Yeah, and so but you're keeping your head down.
Yeah.
So you might not have spotted it.
Yeah.
But Viria does spot it and says, "Oh shit, they have more," and somebody throws this at your direction. What is it that you would like to do, since Viria did kind of bring your attention to it?
Yeah, okay, actually, I do think this is a good defy disaster roll. I think, I think this is a moment, so if it's thrown in our direction and Viria has given me a heads up, I think, again, it's like that rote, automatic jump and tackle Viria to the ground so that it doesn't hit us, and it hopefully puts us farther away so that if it is like a chemical thing, like, we wouldn't be caught in the fray. So I guess this is I think this is more of like a emotional expression kind of thing of like, "No, Viria, I'll save you."
Willpower, right? Spirit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
agree.
no. Wait,
No?
not spirit. because I have a -1 in that. I was gonna call it a heart.
Hey, who's the GM here? Huh?
No. Do what you want. If you want me to roll spirit, I will.
We all know this is a flashback, regardless. No,
Yeah.
but yeah, no. What? No, really though. Like, what fits?
I think really, daring is the.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, because it's might, endurance, and courage. Like,
Yeah.
you're doing something in, like, as a reflex, and it's, yeah.
Yeah, I think like the reflex to just outright protect is there. So okay, that is also an 8.
Okay.
A
so
flat
how
8.
much of a room do you have here?
Yeah.
The GM will offer you a hard choice or success with a sacrifice.
I think a sacrifice.
Sacrifice? Oh. Okay. See, this is the other complicated thing with your character, because sacrifice, it's like in your perspective, you're self-sacrificing.
Mm-hmm.
But through the GM perspective, it's like, well, a real sacrifice would fuck your character over, to be honest. Something that they value more than themselves. So, which, this is where I'll have to really think about it. Okay, well, you succeed. So the success is that you protect Viria.
Mm-hmm.
So that helps me make the sense that, unfortunately, you get the brunt of that attack. So what you get is the Molotov thing over your head. You're on top of Viria. There is fire, but Viria, obviously quick acting, rolls you over, takes off her jacket, and smothers the fire as much as she can. But the good news is, the fire part, it was taken care of like pretty easily. The bad news is you had a bottle over your head, so you're bleeding, and you're gonna have to get a bunch of stitches.
I'm splintered.
Yes. Splintered! Oh my god! And fire on wood is just not pretty. Like, that is very dangerous.
No, I will probably have like charred bits after this.
Oh, this is brutal. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And again, if anybody feels uncomfortable at any point, you can send me that in the chat. Text,
yes.
Anything. So, damn. Yeah, you have some charred action going on. There's still some bits of cinder flying, as the breeze is picking up, and Viria is screaming for emergency, assistance from the other staff. And as you kind of faint, start to go dark, you see that Viria has drawn out her sword and is just standing in front of that crowd, and then you black out. And it's been you don't know how long it's been in this darkness. You are still sleeping. You feel a hand caressing your cheek. It's a cool hand. It's cold to the touch. And to you, that's very soothing compared to the heat of the fire that you last remember. And you lean into it, and you hear a familiar voice again out of the darkness. And it's a soft and it's a worried sound, and it's Viria saying, "Are you awake? Al?" Don't move. You've been in bed for about 3 days. You might want to take it easy.
Yeah, but if I don't move, then my joints are gonna get all, stiff and wooden.
This is not the time. I can't believe you have a sense of humor after what happened.
As long as you're okay, that's all that matters.
And for a second, you feel a drop of something on your hand, and it's warm this time.
Viria, you're so important to this movement and to everyone in the Void Legion, and to me. That was the least I could do to make sure you didn't get caught in that crossfire.
Her hold on your hand tightens, and you feel her face, which is now wet with tears, rest against your hand, and she's just quietly just crying onto your hand.
I think with the other hand, this is me being like, basic move, power, because this is what it's built to do. I think okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I would love to. I have this move called Sorry, when your looks or behavior are unacceptable for your social role. And this is the argument I'm going to make. My social role, I should be the one gaining the sympathy as the one in the hospital bed, having received the injury, all of that. However, right now the roles are reversed, and I'm the one doing the comforting from the hospital bed.
Somehow. Go back.
So, that being said, I would like to entice Viria and appeal to her emotional sensibilities to, appeal to her emotional sensibilities and kind of, like, build her confidence back up and realizing, like, what she's doing is right, being like, no, you're so powerful, you're so strong, you're so great. And like, can you please forgive me for messing this up for you, kind of thing. So I think I would love to entice her, be like, Viria, listen, you're doing what you have to do to keep the Void Legion going. I would take endless burns for you to make sure that your passion still is roaring for the Void Legion. And, so that's a 9.
All right.
I'm so sorry that I'm really, really sorry for inconveniencing you that way and knocking you over. And I hope you can forgive me for putting you in harm's way like that.
With the 9, is there like an additional thing the GM can do, or like what's the thing?
Yeah, so out of 9, I gain a string on Viria.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. Unless they decide to instead choose one of the following: get flustered and awkward, promise something they think I want, so promise something you think I want, or give in to desire.
I'm gonna give in to desire.
Of course.
They're gonna get down in that hospital bed like
really.
That's what's gonna happen. You stroked more than just your ego. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
So Viria doesn't say anything, honestly. Like, there's just this look in her eyes that's like there's just a lot of complicated emotions going through it. There's like some inner fighting with herself. There's some like trying to figure you out, and then there's just like what could be different, like what could have been different, like how, like there's just all these millions of thoughts going through her head, and you feel like you can feel all of them. You feel like you can see all of them. Even without saying anything, Viria seems to be really good at communicating things exactly that you want to feel and hear. and she gets up. She goes to the room door and closes it, and closes the curtains because it was bright out. And there, you're on one of the Void Legion ships in the sick bay.
Yeah.
And and yeah, dims the light, and then fade to black.
While I just woke up from a coma.
She'll be gentle. She's gentle.
Yeah. This is a gentle. Yeah. No. This is every scene in what is it? The Notebook. I don't know. I haven't seen that in 15 years.
So you come out of that. This time, tentacle flip back, and then you hear, and obviously you're gasping, and you're like, maybe there's some. Well, like how is Alain behaving after that disconnection?
So I think the way they cry is actually through like tree sap.
Ooh, I love it.
Yeah, and they don't usually do it because it gets sticky and messy and all of, but, it's like sand that way, it's gritty and, it gets all, anyway, I fucked up that quote. Yeah, there's like slow beads of tree sap falling from their eye. And they're I'm sorry that you had to see that really weak moment.
No, don't apologize. That was not a weak moment. That was beautiful, what you did for the one you love. That tells me everything about who you really are.
I know, but that entire relationship, she manipulated me, and I'm sure she did the same to Javi and Starshine and everybody, and you don't.
It's not your fault.
But she burned me so many times.
Let it all out. We can stay here as long as you want to before you feel ready to go out there. If you'd like, I can even leave the room, or I can be here as support and hold your hand through the process. I'm here however you need me.
What do you think I should do? I mean, how do you move on? How do you find yourself again after something like that?
Who you are has always been inside of you. There may be a disconnect. There may be some exploring you'll have to do, some inner work. But who you are has always been inside of you. And me, I just only caught a glimpse of it. And just that was just the tip of the iceberg. You have so much more inside of you. And this is not coming from someone who has any reason to manipulate you or to get something out of you or to get any kind of approval. You walk out that door, you may never see me again. It's all right. I'm saying this to you honestly. You have so much inside of you.
It's been so long. I was part of the Void Legion for so long that I don't know if I can even find that anymore.
Well, my recommendation will be for you to join the collective. So yes, you do have a new home. You have a new starting point. You have your friends right out that door, waiting for you all this time, even though they could have left. I know for a fact that they've been waiting for you.
Alright. I think I will.
You let me know when you're ready, and then we'll go back out.
This is a weird question. You don't happen to have wood polish on you, do you?
Of course I do. I'm a doctor who treats many various types of patients. Of course I do. I'll be right back. And like she gets up and like goes to the washroom area. Like there's a giant cupboard of all kinds of polishes and napkins and cloths and like cotton balls and like there's just everything that could soak up any kind of juice that comes out of anybody's orifices, really.
Good.
Like people cry differently, you know. So
Yeah.
yeah, and she comes back with a little set of polish and a thing to like a leathery material to help you with the polish.
Yeah, there's that moment, like, the camera, like, this is the Futurama moment here of, like, you know, pouring the wood polish on and, like, wiping the tears that way of, like... Sparkle, sparkle. Gling, gling.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, and so, I put on a happy face. I think I'm ready. But
I'm gonna
thank
drink
you.
so heavily from that emotional roller coaster ride. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
There was a meme on, like, back on Earth when I was out there, like, this guy sitting on a couch and he smacks, like, a flip-flop on the floor and then goes, emotional damage! And, yeah, I relate to that.
Oh, you know what? I don't think I'm familiar with that one, but please send it to me. It sounds...
We'll have Doris send it to you.
Yes. Oh, right. Doris, okay, yes. Oh, I need to have a meeting with Doris too. But that'll be another time.
But, Doctor, thank you.
Oh, no. All I did was just go through something of a memory with you and just listen to you. You did all the work. Remember that. So thank yourself for what you did for yourself today.
I'm taking one insight. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think they get up and there's probably like a puppet string that like they drop like a discarded hair on the couch and they walk back into the front office.
And the doctor doesn't follow. Decides to stay back. Just didn't feel right. And just works at cleaning up stuff and being done for the day, and sends off a message to Davik saying, oh, it's done. Like, we've gone through the process. I feel good about these people. They should stay. They are good people. Although with some questionable history, like everybody deserves a chance, And the three of you, do you wait or do you go down to the secretary's area, the bottom floor?
I feel like we would have a little meeting in the waiting room there, maybe.
Cute. Get at it. I'd love to see it. So you have Alain coming out. The two of you are there receiving Alain.
You both were right. That was very enlightening.
It's a lot to process, that's for sure.
You're back safe and sound.
All of us are. We did it.
We did it. I'm proud of all of us.
Are we, I don't know, are we better now? I mean, I don't know.
My calculations say we are not better. But maybe we're on a road towards better.
I think your calculations are right.
that moment, oh, were you gonna say something, Amber?
Oh, no.
No. Okay. You get a message from you hear the elevator door open, comes out. You see that it's the secretary, the receptionist at the floor level, Angel. Angel is Angel is a chimp folk. So little cute chimpanzee type of a humanoid chimpanzee. She's got like a polka dot dress on, and she's got a bow in her hair, and she's not wearing any shoes because it's like, come on, man, this is like, I don't need to wear shoes because those are my hands basically. So she's just, and she's got a bit of lipstick and a bit of blush, and it fits her complexion anyways. And she says, oh yes, well, Davik is back. If you'd like, I can bring you downstairs. Please follow me. And she puts out her hand and says, like, come on, come, and you go and do you guys follow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Great. And you're in the elevator, and she's just like, the elevator is like doing pursed lips, just waiting.
Starshine will just hum elevator music.
And the angel's just like moving side to side, like, oh, it's good.
Are you having a good day, Angel?
Oh, I always have the best days. Yes. I love working here.
You do?
Oh, yes. It's always something new. You aren't the first who are different. Ooh.
I enjoy you.
I enjoy
You are my friend now.
Friends. We're friends. Ooh. Okay, great. You come out, the door opens, and you have Davik there in a whole different suit. This one's like a blood red attire, It's still a suit, and there's some embroidery of like black roses along the chest area of the blazer, and Davik is well. I've heard the good news. I am so happy to welcome you all to the Haven Collective. And in honor of you joining us, I am going to throw a small gathering of a celebration, a welcome party, if you'd like to put it that way. How does that sound?
That sounds delightful.
Amazing. Two of you, are you down for a party? Not right away. I'm sure you're exhausted. You get to rest. But maybe tomorrow evening we can have a small gathering of a welcoming party.
I would
There's
love that.
There's the black goo that is Requiem pops up. It's like, we would love a party. Parties are amazing. We will destroy this party as we destroy everything.
We won't have to guard like a shield this time, would we?
Oh, no. No responsibilities. The only job you have to do is have fun.
That is not a real job.
Exactly.
I think I can learn how to do that.
Oh, amazing. Well, I'll send you the details once you're in your rooms. I can't guide you there myself. I just have another meeting to attend. So I will have Angel usher you to your new place, okay?
Is there anything we can do to help prepare for the party, or do you need help doing
No.
that?
The only thing I need to know is your dietary restrictions, if you're allergic to anything, any scents or fabrics or simple things like that that may be of danger to your health or your safety. But otherwise, No, don't need to prepare anything.
High voltage electricity.
Is that something you don't want or do want?
I do. If it is too high, it will be a problem.
Okay, understood. So I'll keep that away. I mean, you won't even be at the party, so minimum voltage. Got it.
I am technically allergic to fire. I don't know if allergic is the right word. It does horrible things to my body.
You know what? I feel that that's the case for a lot of us carbon-based folks. So yes, definitely no fire there either. It'll just be contained light with minimum voltage.
Oh, perfect.
You can have a little as a treat.
Just a little, yes, of course.
A little shock.
Wait. Is that... Hold on. I hope this is okay that I asked this. Is that like drugs to you? A little bit of electricity?
A little bit.
Oh.
And anything from Jabby or Requiem?
No, I
Any
think
restrictions?
I think we're okay. No restrictions. We're pretty much invulnerable to most things, so we should be okay.
All right. Well, see you tomorrow at the party. Dress however you'd like. I will give you some currency to shop if you'd like, or you can come as you are. Angel will help you with all the rest. Toodaloo, and they disappear, leaves the building, and you're left there with Angel, who's just like, smiling and looking up at everybody, like, okay, like, and then she goes, follow me, and that's where we're gonna end it for tonight.
Yay!
Yay.
Oh my god, that was an emotional fuck. That.
Yes, it was.
Oh,
yes,
God.
it was.
Oh, definitely everybody do some self-care, party, me and audience included. Yeah, I'm so happy with how that went.
Can I just say two things? One is I imagine Ellen's Fade to Black sex scene involved like a lot of maple syrup. I don't know why. I
Me
feel like
too.
that's a
I
lot
was
of,
literally
like,
gonna be like, "Oh, you mentioned sap." I was like, "Maple syrup."
maple syrup
We
is
got
part
maple
of the whole
syrup down
situation.
there.
It's a sticky
Oh my
situation.
God.
The second one was on Earth they breed squirrels, and I want to know the deep lore about the squirrel breeding situation. That's the one thing that stuck to my mind, and I was like, I still can't get over that. But
It might
cool.
just be an insult.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. But I feel like there would be a squirrel breeding situation.
Yeah.
It's all
sure.
good though. Like on the North Pole or something.
Yeah, I mean, future
Anyway.
Earth. Who knows? Who knows what kind of stock animals are there?
German squirrels. They're,
Squirrels.
Ooh, German squirrels. Okay. All right, squirrel friends.
All right, Michelle Visage.
Yes, let's wrap it up.
Okay. Wait, you're GM. You tell us.
Oh, I'll wrap it up. Okay, well, thanks everybody for joining in on this second session. If you haven't caught up, there's a first session available on YouTube under The Space Jamber. Thanks so much for joining. Thanks so much for sticking out through this emotional roller coaster of an episode. I hope you'll come back it's an every other Monday thing. The last one, the final session will be January 23 was it, or not 23?
Hold on.
30 of them.
It is January 20. No, January 30. January 30.
The last session will be January 30. My name is Tenzin. Twitter is Tenzin Days. I was your GM tonight for Thirsty Sword Lesbians, Deep Space Revolution. And yeah, I'm gonna pass this on to, let's go with Mark.
That's me, Mark J. Hey everyone. You can find me at More the Merry on the Twitters. It's been a pleasure this episode. It's been an emotional goddamn roller coaster. Yeah, that's me.
And then we have Amber.
Hi everybody, I'm Amber, also known as The Space Jamber. This is my channel. I am a TTRPG writer, editor, podcaster, streamer. I don't do that anymore. So I'm rebranding. So I am, so things to look out for this week. Tomorrow night, we're going to be back here at 8 p.m. for a live play test of Tangled Blessings, which is Cassie Mothwin's latest solo journaling TTRPG. I'm really excited to do that. That game looks fly as hell. Wednesday night, I'm going to be over at Heroes and Home Buddies, right? Hold on, wait. Homebrews and Home Buddies. I fuck that up every time. Homebrews and Home Buddies. We're going to be playing the Vanishing Lands at 9 p.m. Eastern, and I'm going to be playing a possum named Corn Cob. And then on Thursday, I have a finale on the initiative order for City of Mist. We've been playing that game for 4 months, and I'm so sad to see it. And oh my god, we're going to see what happens to our little Greek mythology City of Mist game. Yeah, but that's me. Come back tomorrow at 8, and we're going to be playing Tangled Blessings. Pass it over to Kim.
Yes, last but not least, Kim.
I am Kim Grimoire on all socials, but mostly Twitter, where you can see updates on cosplay, TTRPG love, and projects, and all the fun things I love to do, including what seems to be every thought going in my brain. So check me out there.
Oh,
All
sorry.
right.
I'm getting rid of this lipstick because I'm liquid lipstick.
Yeah.
It was a bad invention.
Oh,
All right, but Tenzin, do you have any parting thoughts for us before we go out?
yes. Go to therapy, people. It's important. Therapy is important. You know. I'm no therapist. Whatever I said might not be something a therapist does, but came from the heart, and either seek that from a friend, but really professionals. Yeah. And also, the first one won't always be the best one, so you might have to try a few more times before you find the right fit. So don't give up and seek therapy.
That's actually great advice.
Mm-hmm. I'll say.
All right, so before we go, I'm just going to say how proud I am of you for making it here today, and I'm proud of you for making it here to today, Monday, January 16th, 2023. You are wanted, you are loved, you are needed, and tonight it's by this entire amazing cast. Really sad to see this third episode go up on the 30th, but we will see what happens. Let us raid in to Girls Run These Worlds, because I just signed on to write for a zine for them, so that's exciting. Also, we love Girls Run These Worlds. I won an award through them, so that's why we love them. Yeah, well, I think they're playing D&D. I don't fucking know what they're playing, but we're gonna run in. But say hi. I hope y'all have a great night. Enjoy the rest of your evening and the rest of your week. We'll catch you tomorrow night. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, and we are out.
Yay.
Oh yeah.